Hey guys, what's up? I'm Enrique, and this is Easy Things to Draw 101. How's it going? This is going to be the fifth in the must-have art books kind of thing. I have a big library of art books. I mean, one of my entire walls is a freaking bookshelf, a bunch of books, and they're all art-related. Most of them. I think there's a couple of like kung fu books, but for the most part, you know, they're art books. And I don't really read very well. I learned through pictures, I learned through learning. Everything was art related for me for the last 10 years. I'm obsessed, right? As I'm sure you are. And as you know, there are some books that rise to the top and some that that are there, sitting there, gathering up dust. So I made a list of these, and these are the books that I consistently go to through the years. Like consistently, where I'm having trouble with a job, or I'm having trouble with something, drawing something, and I go back to this book and I'm like, wow, that really clears that up. Another thing about every book on this list is every book on this list, to me, is, and this is a marking to me of a good book, would be a book that it looks like someone went through 20 other books, pulled out the essential information and made it digestible for you and put it in this new book. And that's how I kind of like judge like must-have books. And this is one of them. This is actually one of the most famous ones. This is the first book I ever carried around with me like constantly. It was like a big deal at my old school. I went to a little school in Encinitas, and everybody carried this book. It is called, can you see it? Whoops, The Skillful Huntsman. And I know Scott Robertson worked on it, Felix Yan, Mike Yamada, and Kang Lee. Scott Robertson, as you know, he was the head of the department at my art center, which is a school I went to. This is an art center book. It is a development. I believe what this is, it is a lot of student work that came from art center. And it shows you the process of concept art in general, with characters and background and how they fit in together. It is really essential, I think, because it goes through that process and really shows you what it takes to kind of be a concept artist, at least during that time. I know it's a little bit more computery now, but this is such a big kind of milestone. If you can do the stuff in this book, you're like, oh, wow, this is, okay, cool, I'm there, like you have this kind of good idea of what it takes. It also really fires me up imagination-wise, because sometimes when I want to do concepts, I'll do maybe, when I'm doing a design of whatever, right, I will sometimes do one, maybe two drawings, 3, 4. I mean, and here they have like 20 different drawings of the same thing. Like I said, this is the first book I've ever been introduced to that really kind of opened my mind and be like, wow, okay, this is the process. This is one way that it could go. It goes through characters individually, it goes through the king character, goes through goes through the princess, goes through the guards. They go through individual kind of concepts for that. I kind of want to do something like that on this channel, and I'll announce it later. But it goes through backgrounds. It goes to the forest and what the forest would look like. It goes through design exercises of like there's a plant. It's not just going to be a plant. It's going to be a really cool plant, probably. You're going to have to try to figure out what that design is going to be. It's going to be like a hut. Goes through so much from the beginning to end, from silhouette, from line art to coloring it to everything. And like I said, it's the first book I've ever thought was essential. This is the first thing in my bag all the time. Let me go through how many pages this is. About 100, I believe it's 160 pages roughly. The diameter is not great, at least for me to carry in a bag, in my opinion. But it'll still fit in your bag. But I kind of wish it was a little thinner of a book. That'd be great. The book cost, I don't see a cost on it here, and I bought it so long ago I don't remember, but I thought for sure it was roughly like 35 bucks, and it must be cheaper on Amazon. And as you know, there's an Amazon link in the description. Every time you click through that and buy the book, I get a little bit of a kickback, but it's really cheap on Amazon. I mean, everything's cheap on Amazon. So that's pretty much it. This book, like I said, goes through so much, and it's pretty straight to the point. You can flip through it and just be inspired, and flip through it and learn. and this is really one of the first of those many books. Same company as the other animal book I showed on here. Anyways, that's pretty much it. That's one of my essential books, which I absolutely love. Hopefully, you know, if you know of any books, please recommend them in the description. I'm sorry. Please recommend them below, because I want to know more books, right? I'm a book addict. I want more books, and maybe they'll become like my favorite book, and I'll recommend them one day. Just let me know in the comments if you if there's a book you like on any topic. This just happens to be concept art, but all right. Thanks a lot, guys. I will see you next time.